They say love is brave, but nobody tells you how cruel it can be. When you're young, or maybe just naive, you think love is this grand, cinematic adventure. You picture montages of laughter, stolen kisses in the rain, and whispered promises under city lights. That's what I had. Or, that's what I thought I had. Our story began on a Tuesday. Isn't it funny how the most life-changing moments happen on the most ordinary of days? I was rushing to catch the downtown train, juggling a portfolio and a lukewarm coffee, when I literally ran right into him. My papers went flying, coffee everywhere. I was a mess, completely mortified, but he just smiled. It was this slow, easy smile that made the chaotic world around us just stop. He helped me gather my things, insisted on buying me a new coffee, and by the time my train arrived, he had my number. His name was Leo. Leo was everything I thought I wanted. He was charming, intelligent, and he had this way of looking at me that made me feel like I was the only person in the room. He worked in finance, long hours, important meetings. I was a freelance graphic designer, so my schedule was more flexible. It worked for us. Our dates were spontaneous, often late at night after he'd finally escaped the office. We'd find little hole-in-the-wall restaurants, walk through Central Park when it was empty and quiet, and talk for hours about everything and nothing. He told me he loved my passion for art, my silly jokes, the way I saw beauty in the little things. I fell for him, fast and hard. He felt like home. He made so many promises. He talked about a future, about traveling the world together. We planned a trip to Italy for the spring. Our trip, he called it. We'd look at pictures of the Amalfi Coast, and he'd say, "I can't wait to see you there, with the sun in your hair." I believed every word. Why wouldn't I? When someone tells you they love you, when they build a future with you brick by brick, you don't question the foundation. You just start decorating the rooms in your mind. But there were signs, small things, cracks in the perfect facade that I chose to ignore. He never stayed the whole night. There was always an early meeting, a project that needed his attention first thing in the morning. His phone was always face down on the table, and he'd sometimes get calls he wouldn't answer in front of me, saying it was just work. He'd disappear for entire weekends, claiming they were company retreats or family obligations in another state. I'd feel a little pang of loneliness, a flicker of doubt, but he was always so good at reassuring me. He'd come back with a small gift, a story about how much he missed me, and he'd hold me so tight that all my fears would just melt away. Love makes you an expert at making excuses for the person you love. The lies were a slow poison. I didn't realize I was being poisoned until I was already dying inside. The last time I saw him, it was a Thursday. He kissed me goodbye at my door and said, "I'll see you tomorrow night." Our place, 8 o'clock. Our place was a cozy little cafe downtown where we had our third date. It felt special, significant. I spent all of Friday giddy with anticipation, picking out the perfect outfit, replaying our conversations in my head. I was so in love. It was almost embarrassing. I got to the cafe at 7:45. I was always early for him. I wanted to soak in every possible second we had together. I ordered his favorite coffee along with mine, so it would be waiting for him. 8 o'clock came and went, then 8:30. The coffee grew cold. The cafe started to empty out. I texted him, "Hey, are you close?" Getting worried. No reply. I called. It went straight to voicemail. I started to write message after message, my thumbs fumbling on the screen. "Is everything okay? Leo, please just let me know you're safe." I wrote 12 different drafts, deleting each one, not wanting to seem needy or crazy. My heart was pounding in my chest. He said he wouldn't be late, not tonight. At 9:47, my phone finally buzzed on the table. A wave of relief washed over me, but it wasn't a call. It was a text, just 3 words. "Ava, I can't do this anymore." My breath caught in my throat. My world tilted on its axis. I stared at the screen, my mind refusing to understand. "Can't do what anymore? Us? The trip?" I typed back. "What do you mean? Leo, what's going on?" My hands were trembling so badly I could barely hit send. Before I could even put the phone down, another message came through. It was just 2 words this time, 2 words that shattered my entire reality. "I'm married, married." The word echoed in the sudden, deafening silence of my mind. It didn't make sense. The man who held my hand, who kissed me under streetlights, who promised me a future, was a liar. Our entire relationship, our 7 months of laughter and promises, it was all a lie. I wasn't his great love. I was his dirty little secret. A final text appeared on the screen. I never meant to hurt you. I let out a sound, a broken little gasp. Never meant to hurt me? What did he think would happen? That I would just thank him for the memories and walk away unscathed? Each word was a knife, twisting deeper into a wound I never knew I had. In the space of 3 text messages, my future, the one I had so carefully and lovingly built in my head, was demolished. It was gone. I don't remember paying for the coffees. I don't remember walking out of the cafe. The next thing I knew, I was standing on the sidewalk, and the sky had opened up. Rain was pouring down, mixing with the tears streaming down my face. Cars rushed past, their headlights blurring into streaks of light. The city, our city, suddenly felt alien and cold. My phone, the device that had delivered the fatal blow, felt impossibly heavy in my hand. And then, it just slipped. I watched it fall in slow motion, hitting the wet pavement with a soft, final thud. I didn't even bend to pick it up. What was the point? The last message had already been read. I just stood there for a moment, letting the rain soak me to the bone, feeling nothing and everything all at once. Then, I started walking. I didn't know where I was going. I just walked, away from the cafe, away from the life I thought I had, one foot in front of the other. The city lights blurred through my tears. Some love stories, I realized, don't end with a dramatic goodbye or a tearful farewell. They don't even get the dignity of a final conversation. Sometimes they just end with a text message, with a lie. They end with silence. And you're left alone, in the rain, to figure out how to put the pieces of your life back together, or if you even want to. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up to help us tell more stories like this one. This is Chizzy's Craft, where real love stories are told. Thanks for watching.